We all love field notes. They're affordable, they look great, and they're super portable. But they do have a few shortcomings, and in this video we're gonna take a look at a little ingenuity, maybe a little bit of tape and some technology to give you 4 more hacks for your field notes. Hey, my name is Nick, and I love making videos around productivity and helping you think better with pen and paper. I loved how many of you reacted to my 4 hacks for field notes a couple of months ago, and one of the top comments that I got was about the pen loop holder. People loved it, but this one person, they said this: if you use a pen loop on each cover misaligned, it will use the pen as a lock for your notebook. I really love the ingenuity around having your pen loops close your field notes. And having it close your field notes does one specific thing. If you have cards, if you have money, I don't know what you would actually put in your field notes, maybe receipts, but those aren't going to fall out. So hack number 1 is going to double up that pen holder. You can do this really easily. All you have to do is on the front cover and back cover, put a pen holder, and they need to be offset. If they touch, that's not good. You want your pen to slide through completely. This is going to keep your field notes tight together. And not only is it going to keep your field notes tight together, you're going to be able to store a pen. Hack number 2 is a bit different. It is using 3D printed objects to enhance the quality of life when it comes to field notes. And one thing that I have loved using these 3D printed stencils. Recently, I got a special edition field notes. And if you know anything about the special edition field notes, that the packs are sometimes random in the fact that you either get like dot grid, you can get square, you can get blank or lined. Having lines was not my vibe, but also having one that was completely blank kind of freaked me out. And so these stencils have helped me be able to create my own structure on unstructured field notes. So I'm going to have links to the printables that you can get if you want to print these on your Bamboo or whatever 3D printer that you have. Or you can also go online and you can find some local 3D printers. First is the field note size stencils. I like these. One, because they do fit in a field notes. They don't add much weight. And when you close it, you can't really tell that something's there, but it also gives it a little bit more rigidity. I've been using a tracker, and the tracker that I've used is tracking like the state of 5 different areas of my life. I can go into a different video if you want to hear more about that, but it's essentially just a life tracker that I'm doing monthly within my bullet journal. But I know that the blank page field notes, I'm going to be using this quite a bit. The other thing that I found really cool is it's called a field notes clip, and it attaches to the opposite side of where your field notes open. It's a pen holder, one for the Blackwing 602 pencils. We all know that those are a little bit different sizes, and they're really cool to have. So if you're a Blackwing 602 user, there is a link down below where you can get this printed, and it will carry your field notes and keep your pencil on. Hack number 3 is something that you might laugh at, but binder clips. The reason that I like using binder clips is because I can hang my field notes from a wall or a pegboard. I have an IKEA Skarsgård pegboard. The thing that I love about this is when you have a binder clip, you're able to, 1, keep your pages open to the page that you want to see, but 2, because of those rings on the binder clip, you're able to put it on the wall. This is great for productivity because when I close my field notes, I forget about what's inside of it. So if I'm running a daily to-do list, it's just nice to look over at my pegboard and to see that I have a couple of more things to check off my list. So the goal for this is to have a line of sight for your to-do list or your art or something that's really special for you so you don't have to close your field notes. Hack number 4, this is going to be controversial, I know, and it's using ChatGPT. And I want to let you know that my experience with ChatGPT has been mediocre at best. But one thing that I found really helpful is whenever you can pair it with your field notes or your journaling, one of the things, because it is based on large language models, when you feed it your language, you can start to derive some insights that you might not be connecting the dots for. And so I use something called the 1, 2, 3, 4 method. This is how I use my field notes. It is a bit of, scratch notes mixed with the 1, 2, 3, 4 method. And because LLMs are trained off of, anything that's on the internet, and because a lot of people blog about their experiences with these methods, It knows a lot about the 1, 2, 3, 4 method or the Alistair method, the bullet journal. It knows all of these things. And so then I can ask it a couple of questions like, hey, give me some insights on my weekly drop list, or I haven't been completing more than 40% of my weekly tasks. Can you give me some insights on things to prioritize in order to make sure that my week moves smoothly? And so if you ever need insights on your mathematics, maybe you're sketching something up that you want to create in your woodshop, or maybe it's music, you're writing some musical theory and you have 4 notes, but you need a 5th that's going to have a bit of tension and you want to resolve to something a little bit more hopeful or maybe a little bit more sad, you can use ChatGPT because, as I said, as it's trained on large language models, it's going to give you some insights. So which one of these 4 hacks are you going to be implementing into your workflow? Is there something that I've completely missed? In the last video, you guys showed up in the comments and it just sparked a lot of great conversation. Would you go ahead in the comments and let me know? I respond to every single comment, and whether you think that this was trash or that this was good, I hope that you got something out of it, whether it's just another way to be angry on the internet. You're welcome for that too. As always, if you have any questions for me, you can reach out in the comments. I'll answer those for you. And until we chat again, I hope you tell the world a great story. Peace.